Well, you can see this one, the plastic's a little melted because, well, in order to get it off, I had to grind that one off. Guys, welcome back to part 4 of the garbage con. I got the Minion here today. She loves her little waves. As you can see, the front bumper is off. It's over there. I'll show you how bad this is. I thought I was going to fix it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So normally, these brackets on both sides you take off. They're 10mm bolts on the back side. Everything comes off. Yeah, that wasn't happening. So I had to go through and undo the 7mm bolts that rolled it across the bottom. There's 2 of them on each side. Well, you can see this one, the plastic's a little melted because, well, in order to get it off, I had to grind that one off, and they all broke. So I got to figure something else out. But this was the crack I was going to try and fix, but then I noticed all of these tabs right here are all broke. The other side, not much better. And then this is cracked at a few spots. It's all cracked right here where she hit it. So I might be getting a new bumper for this. But the purpose of today's video is, since we last talked, positive note, the gas pedal works again. As you guys saw in the last video, which if you haven't, go back and check it out, the electrical underneath the center console is totally destroyed. So I'm gonna have to rip all that out, and then today's episode is this right here, this transmission cooler, auxiliary cooler in the front. Well, one of the lines is leaking. I believe it's the upper one that goes from here to the other upper end of the radiator there on the other side. So we'll get you set up. I'm gonna start the truck. Be the first, well, other than when I took off the trailer, the first extra decent run you guys been able to hear it. And then we'll see which one's leaking. Took me a minute to find it. You can see it dripping, but that's because it's shooting right out of it. Thank God it's the line that I thought it was. That one. I got a little nervous because I couldn't see it coming. There's a dripping out of the radiator, because there's the big radiator that the fluid goes through, and then there's the auxiliary cooler, which is this, that it also goes through. So it'll come into the big radiator, then go out through the top of the radiator, then down through underneath, come into this side, go over to that side, go back up into the transmission. And as usual, it's the passenger side one that's leaking. It's the one that leaks almost on, well, it's been now the second one that I've done, and all the videos I've probably looked up, they've all kind of done it too. So we're gonna get set up. I'm gonna yank this thing out of here and just put the new one in. I did buy a new one, so luckily I have it on hand. Oh, that was what I consider to be the easy part. The hard part's going to be getting the rest of it out of the auxiliary cooler. That's going to be the hard part. Because, of course, I had to break off. And word of the wise, do what I did eventually and take this lower black plastic piece off, get that out of the way. That actually makes it a lot easier getting it across everything. Let me get the rest of that thing yanked out, and then we'll put the new line in. I tried. It didn't work. You'll notice it's missing. That would be because that piece right there, yeah, that's not coming out. So $150 later, I got a new one. So I think I'm like $180 into this thing by now. And I'll show you the throttle body as I'm getting stuff out. You know, new auxiliary cooler. I'll show you the throttle body looks a little dirty. And because I got that new scan tool, the nice part is that even if I accidentally move that when it's off, well, it doesn't really matter because I can relearn it. Yeah, that doesn't look so clean. So we're gonna clean that up. That's kind of grummy looking. But I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get the new one bolted on, get the lines put in, and then fire it back up again. And fingers crossed, moving around the other line didn't blow apart, and then I gotta replace another one. So hope. All right. So the old one was held on with push pins down here, and then there was the two bolts up in here. And that's changed. That doesn't happen anymore now. Now the bolts actually move and they go down into this lower part down here because the design changed from when they first put them in the trucks. So I don't need these push pins anymore, but we're going to save those push pins because I might still need them for something else. All right, I'm going to quit yapping and I'm going to start putting this thing in. Okay, so that's plugged in. All right, let's put some juice to it. Fire it up. All right, fingers crossed, nothing's leaking. Fingers crossed, folks. Fingers crossed. Don't see no fluid. I think we got her. I have to get in and put it in gear and move it, but I mean, it runs so good. Nothing looks like she's leaking. All right, let me put her into gear and see what it does. Yeah, we're still clicking a bunch under the dash. And the gauge cluster has no check engine light on, but StabiliTrak and ABS is on. Airbag light, go figure. It's just hard. I don't know if I like that. All right, let's check and see if anything's leaking. Then I'm going to patch it back together enough and drive it out of its spot. Now that I've shifted the transmission around. No, nothing's leaking. Nope. We got no leaks. I see no leaks. I think we got her, folks. All right, I'm gonna get some of this patch back together, and we're gonna drive it out of here. That took a smidge longer than I'd liked it to, but positive note: no more transmission fluid leaking everywhere. I mean, it does look pretty nice down underneath. So shifting a little hard. It does smell kind of burnt. I'm really hoping that the transmission isn't foobarred on this because I don't know. Couldn't drive it when I got it, so if it is, then we're gonna clean it and sell it as is, needing a transmission, and I'll get more money for it. But fingers crossed, because I do really like the truck, that nothing's wrong with it. So I'm gonna get the rest of the front end buttoned back up. As you guys watch me take it apart, it's just reverse, put everything back on. So when we come back, it should be driving out of this spot, heading this way out into the driveway. All right, guys, I got everything moved. We're gonna get it out of where it is now. I want to get it in my wife's side of the garage because I don't want to obviously leave the Corvette out. But this truck has not moved under its own power since probably December. I'm not really sure. I mean, it could be longer, but we'll see. I know the gas pedal works because I tried it yesterday after I finished part 3, but we're going to see right now. We're going to fire it up. We're going to drive it out. I mean, it runs so good. All right. We're in gear. I'm driving on my mulch bed. Oh, gas pedal works. All right. She does shift a little stiff. Oh, guys, she's running. She's running pretty good, actually. Doesn't really skip, doesn't really do nothing. So it's pretty awesome. No fluid leaking. All right. So that's going to be it for this episode. You're going to have to come back for part 5 because that's when we're actually going to start getting the inside tore out the rest of the way, and I'm going to fix all the rest of the wiring, find whatever else is wrong in this thing. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, give us a like, maybe even a comment, and you're going to have to come back and see what we do with this old girl because she's headed in the right direction now. I'm hoping the big money's kind of done being spent. But we'll catch you in the next one.
Dad, you know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight? The bike.
No, you're going to have hot dogs.